Okay, so let's get started. So first you're going to take, I'm using just like a white eyeshadow crayon. This is just going to act as a base, and because we're using white, it's just going to make the white show up more. So I'm using NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, but you can use any white eyeshadow pencil or crayon that you want to use. It's just for vibrancy. So you want to make sure you apply it close to the lash line and then just blend it out with your finger. If you have oily lids, if you try and put it all over your eye and do it, it'll crease really badly. So I found when I do it with this method, it doesn't crease as much. Well, it doesn't crease at all, really. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some white. I used a frosty, like a sparkly white first, and you're just going to pat it on top of the white that we just used the crayon part. So you're just going to pat and smooth, and you just want to put that up until right below your crease area. So this is just going to show up on your lid area. Now I'm using a second white, and this is just a white eyeshadow. Now you don't have to do this step if you don't want. That's completely optional. Just for me, that's just what I felt like doing. So if you just want to use one white eyeshadow, you can just use one white eyeshadow. It's the same thing, you're just building, so you just pat it on and kind of smooth it out. Next we're going to do the crease, and I'm just using a red eyeshadow. For any of you that have this palette, that red is number 77. And you're going to use the rounded crease brush and just once again use windshield wiper motions to apply the color in your crease area. And you just want to use very light strokes with the brush, and you can do little circular motions just to kind of blend it out better so it has a softer look. And you can use as little or as much red as you want. If you want it really vibrant, obviously you're going to pack on more red. If you don't, then you can just use a little. It's all up to your preference and how you want it to come out. Okay, and now we're going to contour it with the blue. So I use two blues. The first blue I used is MAC Climate Blue. So that's the first that I did, and you're just going to, I pull my eye taut and just go in a V motion. Get in the crease there. And it's the same thing, you just want to go back and forth in a V motion and just kind of work to blend it out. So you want everything to flow. You don't want any harsh lines. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to use a darker blue. And this is blue number 14 if you have that eyeshadow palette. Or you can use whatever blue you have on hand. And once again, you're just going to go over the previous blue. Same V motion. The layering of colors gives it more depth, and it's just fun to play around. So do what you feel. So yeah, we're just going to put that in the outer V there again, layer it on top. See how it's darker than that first blue? When you mix them together, it makes it pop a lot more. And just, if any of the lines look harsh, blend, blend, blend. Keep rubbing and swirling everything till it blends. That's the most important thing. Now I'm just going to take, this is a highlight color. If any of you have the 28 color neutral eyeshadow palette, it's the third row down, the second eyeshadow in that I use. And you just lightly are going to pat that color on right underneath the brow. And then just kind of lightly blend it down so it just kind of flows. Once again, no harsh lines. we are going to line our eyes. I just used a black liner, but if you want to be funky and use a red or a blue or some other fun color, go for it. The one I'm using is MAC Technical Liner in Graph Black, just the black one. I just really like these because especially for dramatic looks, they stay on and they don't really smear, and I love that. So it's a pretty good one to get. To just line. You can make your line as thin or as thin or as thick as you want. I winged mine out a little bit. Now it's time for mascara. My new favorite love, Physicians Formula Organic Wear Mascara, and this is just in black. But I love this stuff. Can never sing its praises enough. And most people, you could be done at this part. This part is optional. I'm using a small eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pat the same colors that we used on the lid on the waterline there. So you see in the inner waterline, I'm using the white that I had on the lid. Then in the middle, I'm just going to do the red. Pat the red on, and then obviously the last part, the outer waterline, I put the darkest blue that I used. This part is, like I said, completely optional. I don't usually like to line the bottom of my eyes, my waterline, because it's hard for me to get it off, and then I end up looking like a raccoon the next day. I think I said that in another video. So that's just my way of making a pop without lining them. And then this is optional as well, is you can put a little mascara on those baby lashes. You just want to do it lightly, because if you do it too hard, it'll smudge and it'll actually get on your lower lid. So there's the look. And for any of you that were interested in what I have on my lips, I have the NYX. It's the in Plush Red. So there it is, and enjoy the pictures, and happy 4th of July, guys. Enjoy and be safe. Bye-bye.